Welcome back to Late Nights. I'm your host, Anthony Cassese. I'm glad you're here. I'm not so glad that we have so much going on in the world, but we can't avoid it, right? That's what we've done. We have made this. We are like a cancer feeding the beast. Whether we like to believe it or not, over the years, social media did not get to where it was without us. The good, the bad, and the indifferent. Everything from Jimmy Kimmel's suspension this week, just unbelievable. What has happened to freedom of speech? Limewire buying up Firefest's rights. And hey, by the way, Limewire is no longer a peer-to-peer file sharing platform. It's an NFT platform. What's going on? I mean, I never thought a sucker would buy it up. You remember Firefest, and if you don't remember Firefest, here it is all over. It's bad. It's just not good. And I'm just here. You're just here trying to figure out where we belong in all this. I think it's so confusing. I think it's crazy how the environments that we live in anymore are so political. It's deafening. And for a lot of us, we have to become tone deaf to it almost to survive. It's crazy what's going on. And I'll be honest, I don't want to be on either side. I'm not smart enough to be on a side. I just want to have fun. I just want to do my thing. I want to encourage people to have fun. And not everything's about politics, but we have made it that way. And it's really too bad, especially with the recent passing of Charlie Kirk. That really, really, really touched so many people's lives in so many ways. It's such an intimate thing that took place, and it hurt people. People feel moved by the passing of Charlie Kirk. And no matter which side of the aisle that you're on, the guy was brave. You know, and you can be brave too. You could be brave. You could be courageous, or you could wait. You could wait for an invitation to live your life. And believe it or not, you can have anything you want. It doesn't matter how you feel about yourself. If you really want it, you're gonna have to go get it. And you're gonna have to be courageous. You're gonna have to do the things that you don't want to do. You're gonna have to go all in. And that's exactly what Charlie Kirk did. He reminded us that life is about faith, your faith in God, your family, his wife, his kids. He reminded us that we have to go do the hard things, and we have to be uncomfortable. I try to remind myself of this when I get up on stage, or I even do my late night shows for you guys. It's not always easy. It's not. But I owe it to myself. That's what we call discipline. Discipline is doing the thing that you know is going to be good for you, even though you don't want to do it. It's like going to the gym on the days you don't want to go. You just know it's going to help you. It's like the one thing that Jordan Peterson always said. If you stop doing everything that you know is bad for you, after a week, tell me your life is not drastically improved. It's like that. Yeah, it's like that. It is. You know, and it's crazy because these days it feels like you can't even like go to the bathroom without somebody having some major inquisition about how you wipe your ass. And then when you give them an answer on how you wipe your ass, they're mad. They're mad at how you do it. But this is the way I've always done it. They're all up in arms. This is the way I've always done it. I don't know any other way. I'm a creature of habit. It's a crazy world we're living in, and that is why I bringeth you another late night episode. We're here. We're going to have fun, even if it kills us to get there, because we have to understand there's fundamentals to our lives that have to keep us going. You can't be a prude. You can't sit back and wait for life to come get you. And I tell you that because I have done it for so long. I turned 30 this week. I made a freaking vow, an internal commitment to myself that this is not the life I want to live. And that if I want to do things, or I need things, or have to have things, you're going to have to be willing to sacrifice what you no longer are. I hope that's the message you take away from watching these ridiculous ass videos. Sometimes you just have to throw in the towel. I know it's lofty and people say I'm corny and do you really portray yourself as that? Not always. Mostly not, but it's what I believe. And I think I leave a lot of what I do on the internet open to interpretation. So welcome back to Late Nights, where you're welcome to think any number of things you want about me. But it's never, ever going to stop me from being me. And you should never let anyone stop you from being you. It's amazing, isn't it? I think it is. I think advocating for yourself is an important part of life. Everything I do in my life is about advocating for what I believe, whether it be writing or talking to myself in the mirror. You have to find your way. You have to. And don't make it a political thing. Don't make it polarizing. Don't beat yourself up to the point where you cannot get yourself out of it. Don't beat yourself that bad. Don't do it. Don't do it. Just don't. So we're back. And what's there to say? There's a lot to say. Freedom of speech has been challenged this week. I've seen the best, the worst, and everything in between. You know? And it's absolutely crazy out there. But that is why I drink my favorite drink, Once Upon a Coconut. Wow. This one, the chocolate edition, is unbelievable. Once Upon a Coconut returns with this edition of it. There was once a cocoa tree tangled up, planted next to a coconut tree. As fate would have it, their trunks got tangled, making it for an adventure of a lifetime. This little guy right here. Their journey led to a rich and creamy nutritional drink made in hydration heaven. And this is it. This is as good as it gets right here, guys. Oh my gosh, I love this stuff. Delicious. King Harry once said to each of his 7 wives, "I won't keep you long," which I happen to stole by Rick Rigsby, one of my favorite speakers. I talk about him a lot. He said, "I won't keep you long. But I say to each of my 7 Once Upon a Coconuts," I have many of them, "they're the nutritional drink of late nights. Once Upon a Coconut. My favorite. I'm going to keep you long." I tell them. I line them up. I say, "You're so delicious. I can't wait to drink you." I won't let being broke stop us from being together. I won't, goddammit, I won't have it. You shouldn't let money get in the way of the things you want in life. So go out there and spend it, because guess what? It comes, it goes. I'll tell you one thing though, I've been broke my whole life. I grew up broke. We didn't have much of anything. Now I'm just being an adult broke. And on the off chance they silence me over the truth, I will rebuttal with a half-baked political comment they may or may not land, but I will not give up on Once Upon a Coconut. Leading me to Mr. Jimmy Kimmel, who is coming back to ABC tonight, and everyone's interested in what he might say since his latest suspension. At the time of airing, Kimmel is going to be going on tonight. I got a crazy week ahead, so we got to be strategic about filming. I can't believe he got shut down. And, well, what's he going to say is a lot of people are asking. Jimmy Kimmel has been one of the best late-night talk show hosts of this time, and, you know, it goes without saying that Trump says something different. Says something different. People are wondering what he's going to be saying. I'll tell you what he's going to say. He's going to say nothing. Because that's how freedom of speech works in this country anymore. Unless you're in good with the guy, zip it, pal, and shut the fuck up. Speaking of things we can't have. Shifting gears from Mr. Kimmel, who hopefully tonight goes great for him, but things didn't go so great for somebody you know best as Mr. Bill Belichick. This last Saturday, he got his ass torn to pieces at the UNC against Central Florida game. 34-9 loss. What an upset. It was pretty upsetting, but not hardly as upsetting as Dave Portnoy, who takes pictures standing on his tippy toes. To my FanDuel junkies, the guys that sit in front of the football screen all damn day on Sundays, your parlays, your ups, your downs, the guys sucking the 3 inches of Dave Portnoy that he wish he had. What in the heck? We love you, Dave, but why are you on your tippy toes? What's going on? Not as bad as Jordan Hudson keeping Belichick on his tippy toes at this upsetting game. He is 73 and she is 24 years old. Now, look, love is going to find you when it finds you. I believe that. And, you know, it's a crazy world we live in. But when I was little and my grandpa hit on women that were an eighth of his age, we consider that wrong. Now, if they have an OnlyFans, old men think they should be their only fan. And I don't understand it because it's eating up all the good girls from guys like me. I got a tie on, baby. How you doing? Let's sort it out. Or, dinner, coffee. Meanwhile, these guys are coming in clutch with their 401ks and pensions. I can't compete. I ain't hardly got pot to piss in. How are you supposed to compete with that? Not a problem for Mr. Bill Belichick. Like to see that he's staying busy. Nice to see that. The only women I bring home are the ones that try to steal my pizza and wine the next day. I don't know what that's about. It's crazy. We're living it. That's the world we live in. But it's nice to know that there is love in the unlikeliest of places. Woo. Oh, my favorite topic of the night, Firefest and Limewire merging. Wow, this is crazy. This is unbelievable. If you don't remember Firefest, here it is. And if you don't remember Limewire, get off of late nights because this is just not the show for you. You have to remember Limewire to be here. It's like a prerequisite. You can't stay unless you know Limewire. Now go ahead, name 50 different things that you search for but downloaded a totally separate thing. I'll wait. Okay. What do you get when you take your favorite ice cream and combine it with dog shit? I'll tell you what you get. You get a Limewire and Firefest acquisition that nobody asked for. What's going on here? This is like Galileo and the Catholic Church all over again. And I'm not exactly the most religious guy, but even I know that sometimes a cure far outweighs the disease. And the OG of peer-to-peer file sharing. People don't know. LimeWire was the biggest thing of its time, and kids don't know about LimeWire. They don't. They have no idea. At the darkest of times, I have found the darkest parts of anything good. Never, ever, ever have anybody, not even AI, could create some of the things that I found on LimeWire. I have bared witness to men brutally decimating themselves on LimeWire when I thought I was just downloading Eminem's latest hits. That's how crazy it is. You guys don't realize how good you got it. I've been in hoods less scary than some parts of LimeWire. Back in the day, the early 2000s were no joke. It's funny because in the mid-2000s, Soulja Boy, Soulja Boy, crank that, would upload his early mixtapes to LimeWire. Soulja Boy. This is before he was anybody, but there was a caveat. He would label his songs like new Eminem or 50 Cent songs so that when you were searching for Eminem's newest song, you'd open his mixtape. It was a trap. You never always got what you searched for. We were grossly inefficient. You guys don't know how good you have it. Today, kids can just go on TikTok and search for exactly what they're looking for and find exactly that. And LimeWire was just a lot of surprises. Today, you get what you type in. It's amazing. It really is. You're spoiled rotten. You don't even know it. You don't even know it. But it was shut down in 2010 after 10 glorious years. Think back to your most glorious years. When I think back to my most glorious years, I think of LimeWire. LimeWire was great. I loved LimeWire. And it's since been revamped, and from what I hear now, it's an NFT platform, and, they're following the rules. Yeah, we all have to follow the rules eventually. It sucks. But they got shut down for a lot of legal jargon back in the day, and I won't bore you with the details, but the record labels weren't getting paid. Everybody wants theirs. We live in a world where everybody's out to get themselves. It's like dating in New York City. Nobody cares about anybody. Everybody just wants what they want, and then they're mad because everything's so cutthroat. Well, we've created this problem, and now we're mad, and we gotta fix it. That is some narcissistic stuff there, guy. Oh, whoa. Well, now they own all the rights to Firefest. If you don't remember, Firefest. Yep. Need I say more? Billy McFarlane, I'd like to smack that guy with my goddamn dick. He sucks. He's the worst person on the planet. And while this news probably won't ever get into the mainstream channels, the company officials, they let out a press release, which is pretty cool. They said in their press release, what could possibly go wrong? Now, guys, what could possibly go wrong is a question that you don't ask to the world unless you are fully prepared for everything to fucking go sideways. I'm talking off the rail, man. You just gotta check in and check out, and you're not gonna be able to do that because now everything's going wrong. Everything has gone off the fucking hinges. And that is exactly what's going to happen here. That's my prediction. That's exactly and precisely, I bet money on it. If I had to go into FanDuel right now, I'm sure there's a way to bet it. I'd bet money. That's exactly what Jordan Hudson whispered into Bill Belichick's ear before last Sunday's upset against Central Florida. Bill was like, hold the fuck up. Hold the fuck up. And then Jimmy Kimmel was like, no, I got more for you. Freedom of speech, freedom of what? I don't know, man. It's crazy to think that this is the world we live in. But that's it, man. That's it. We got to find the good, the bad, and the indifferent in our own little pockets of life. And do what we can with it, even though it's kind of confusing and it's hard because everything's so damn polarizing. You're going to face a lot of things. You're going to have to be brave. You're going to have to be courageous, and you're going to get older one day, and you're going to start to become aware of a lot of things. And if you're already older and you like binge watching late nights, I'm happy you're here, and I hope you know that it's all in good fun. That's all it is. I don't care. 50 years from now, if you want to cancel me, fine. But you can't cancel me now because it's just my sweet little pocket of the world right here with you. I cracked myself up. It's been a hell of a night. I'm so happy you could join me. We'll be back here late nights next week. I think I had a stroke just now. It doesn't always work. It doesn't always work. But we do our best. And that's all you can do. Thanks for joining me. Make sure you subscribe. And I'll see you next week.